I think in the beginning, when I first got into real estate, it was definitely Jayne from the telly.
Yeah.
And that was a great conversation starter for me because, to be honest, when you start real estate, that first year, even year 2, is graft. You're getting credibility, you're getting a knowledge, and also you're just getting yourself established. And because you're on telly doesn't necessarily mean they're going to list your house with you. It's all about sold signs and, and results. Over the years of buying and selling our own properties, we've met agents that have been fantastic. And then we've met agents where, I wonder how they pay their mortgage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I thought, well, this is something I can definitely get my teeth into, and I think it suited my personality as well. Yeah.
So what made you decide, okay, TV's days are over,
well, I don't think
real estate?
The decision was entirely mine. I think it came out of necessity to find another job, to be honest. I mean, television isn't forever. I mean, it can be a very fickle industry. You're the hottest prospect one week, and then the next week, someone else comes along. So, but I had a fantastic run. I mean, to be back in television, 30 years after I started is pretty crazy.
So then tell me, you got a call from AA Insurance, location. Did you immediately think, Phil and Kirstie, that's me? Those
yes, because I said, oh my gosh, I love that show. And, and they said, oh, we'd really like you to audition. I said, do you know how old I am?
No.
But it's just a number. And I just said, really? I said, absolutely, I would love to, because I do love that show. I've watched it for years and years and years. They've been doing it for 23, 24 years.
And being realistic, you have told me stories where you have to pull on the rubber gloves and have a cleaning kit in the boot of the car.
We've got a cleaning kit in the boot of the car because what we think is good standard, not necessarily other people do. And, instead of making them feel embarrassed or whatever, we just go in and do it and
pick the knickers off the floor,
kick them under the bed or just wiping down surfaces and things like that. Because when someone goes into an open home, you watch what they do. They're very tactile. They'll run their hand along the bench top. If it's a big counter bench, they'll run their hand. They'll run their hand along something else. They just want to touch, and I don't know why, but so it's got to be clean.
Tell me about this place, because obviously this is kind of one out of the bag, that it's been in the family for 27 years. It's a real Auckland original.
Yes.
So what is sort of your first reaction when you come into a place like that and people are saying, can you sell this for us?
Well, the first reaction, we're absolutely privileged to even be in the front door, to represent the family, to sell an iconic property at the bottom of Victoria Avenue on the waterfront. For a Remuera agent, it doesn't get much better than that, right? So I guess we are very mindful that we just want to do an incredible, impeccable job for them. Throw that net far and wide, get as many buyers through as we can, put them in competition and get them a price, because this is the last shot, they've got, and we've got to know the family, we've got to know the history of this home and the ownership, and it's a beautiful story. It really is. So we're very privileged to be in this position to represent them.
So this house is not just any old Remuera house on the water, it's a Vernon Brown. Yeah. And I gather that there's very few left in Remuera.
Very exclusive little club, the Vernon Brown Club. There's really probably only 8 houses in Remuera. Bell Road, Arnie Krez, Arnie Road, Ngāpui Road, Sonia Ave, and of course waterfront Victoria Avenue. Amazing. That's why it's so cool to be able to sell this property. It's just